Hello everyone, I know it has been a while and I did end up delaying the video a bit, but that's besides the point. I am finally back with another video, and we are in Steel Spy Horizon. If you haven't seen the post, which I don't think anyone actually has, I recently beat my first soul crushing, which just so happens to be located in this area, Tower of Speedrun Through. I'm going to start making my way down to it, while I give you guys a bit of a backstory on why I did beat this. This is my first to see. I'm going to turn off music actually, because I don't know if it's copyrighted. I don't want to be getting a copyright claim right now. So, because the story of how this even happened was Steel Spire Horizon released sometime January, I think. I don't remember exactly. And when I played it for the first time, was I actually just found like a puzzle randomly. Yeah, the pipe puzzle, and I randomly just did it, and it worked. Which got me turned up this. But yeah, when I first played it, back whenever it was like January, yeah, I could not get past floor 1, and that is a fact. I could not get past floor 1. Shortcut over to February, actually, sometime February, I don't remember exactly, where these monthly challenges came out, and this advanced one reached floor 4 of TOSRT. I said to Dom, "Hey Dom, do you want to go play TOSRT? Not for the monthly challenges in general." He said like sure or something, I don't remember exactly. Yep. And miraculously, in that one run, I got to floor 6, and that's when I realized this is going to be my first soul crushing, which is then when the grind started. I don't know the exact date, so you're gonna have to kind of bear with me, but around that sort of time, I started grinding the tower. I don't remember all the details I just said. I might just cut some parts that I have vertical mobility, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah. Which I struggled on floor 6 for quite a while, and I had problems of 1 to 5 for obvious reasons, with it not being great. Yeah, I'm going to get VM out, because I'm not going to beat the tower right now. But eventually, once I get up there, we got to floor 6. And I'm going to play, just to show you guys what floor 6 is. It's just pretty cool music, but I don't know copyright stuff, so I have to mute music. The basis of floor 6, if you didn't read this, is you have 70 seconds to beat this floor. After that, you're officially past floor 6, you don't have to come back here. I took like 5 or more attempts to beat this. And eventually when I did, I was very happy, because I believe, never exactly, but I think I knew at the time that just meant I had gotten myself a one-way ticket to the final 3 floors. Obviously, that's not going to be that easy. Yeah. Because floor 8, 9, and 10 are the hardest floors in the entire tower by a mile. With 8 having the majority of my fails in the entire tower. And for those who don't know, because actually no one knows except like Dom and stuff, and some of my other friends. But my hardest before this, well, it has to be a REM, but it was Tower of Eternal Suffering, which for those who don't know, is a 7.5 on the difficulty chart scale. And as you can see here, speeding right through is a 8.5, which when it released was only an 8.2. So video increased it for whatever reason, and we have no idea why, but yeah. So eventually, I got to floor 7. I know this isn't going to be the most exciting video, but it's a video I've been wanting to make for a while now. But at the end of the video, I'm going to give a rundown of my opinions on every single floor in this tower, for those who are interested. But then we have the 2 challenges. I'm just going to do, I don't feel like doing this right now though, so I'm just going to vertical mobility the button progress. Mainly because this video has incredible music, and I just don't want to. I just don't want to do it about the music, because I love the music on this floor so much, which I am going to bring up as a valid point when it comes to my ranking of the floors. Right now, it's just getting myself to floor 8. And I don't want to annoy the tower by doing it out of order or anything. Yeah, that's 8, 9, 10. One of the two. It's like two main premises of this tower. One is literally just speed. The whole tower is based on speed. The second main premise of this is there's an awful lot of outside sections. With only floors 1, 2, 4, 5, and 9 having like inside sections of gameplay. Which is then when we reach floor 8, which has deafening rain sounds, so that's fun. Now it seems a bit quiet, but it's just gonna hear me now. But I failed so many times from like the stupidest things ever as well. Also, you can see my FPS right here. Let's check, is my FPS even where I want it to be? It's on 240. I don't even play 240. And I forgot about, I was a time section. I don't play 240 normally, I play 180. I'm at 60 FPS, so if anyone who's been wanting me to post other content, other games, this is the reason why I can't. It's laggy. It is too laggy for me to play any other game on this PC while recording. It was just this outside, and I fell. Cool. Yeah, I'm rusty. Fun. I'm just gonna skip it because I don't want to replay that awful floor again. And I'm gonna locate where to again. Yeah, if anyone who's wanting me to play different games, this is the sole reason I can't. This floor is a laggy floor in general, but in the first place, it's just laggy in the first place anyway. I have very much wanted to play other like games as well on this channel. As I keep saying, if you guys have any ideas for videos, feel free to comment it down below. And I might do some of them because I quite enjoy new ideas. But yeah, this is floor 9. Other than a few mishaps, I quite actually enjoy floor 9. I don't think it's the worst floor ever. There's definitely way worse floors in this tower, if I'm being quite honest. I felt cool. The main premise of 9 is it's more of getting you to know some mechanics, I think, kind of, or what to expect, like that bit down there. Because 10 has an awful lot of stuff you need to know. Yeah, I can't even do this. I can't even do 9 anymore because of the lag. That's how bad this is. Eventually, okay, I'm just gonna stop playing the tower before I keep embarrassing myself, because you've seen I've beaten the tower. And if you saw that big red block, wherever that is, it's just to show that you can't beat the soul crushing with the vertical mobility. It goes up on every single soul crushing, and every Citadel actually, and tap for some reason. No clue. But we now have the ranking of all 10 floors in this tower, because I quite enjoyed the tower. I'm not sure, I put it as my favourite tower as well. I love this tower a lot. I'm trying to think where I want to place all its floors actually, as I think I'm gonna put floor 4 at number 10. Floor 4 to me isn't really anything special. It's got a cool outside here, which I failed one too many times on, but I've saved myself plenty of times on there, so it's been very useful. So floor 4 is very useful. I just don't think it has good quality. Yeah, like, there's this dropper from floor 5, just like there, there. That gives you burn progress to go up to the rest of 5. I don't see the reason why that can't be permanent burn progress. Floor 4, after you finish the outside, is just so dry and isn't very fun to do. Like, I'm going to do 4 outside down, I'm hoping I don't embarrass myself. But this is what I like to play. This is the sort of stuff I like to do in the tower. And I embarrassed myself, that's fun. Yeah, I'm trying to make it so I don't have to edit anything, because this is going to be a short video anyway. But that's kind of just my opinion on floor 4. It's not the best. I'm quite honest. Next is 3. Floor 3 is easily 9th place for me. As it's the same problem as 4 at start. It's not really anything special. It's your first like full outside floor, which is obviously quite good for the rest of the tower. But I have had so many awful flat sides here. It's just unbearable. Floor 3 is an absolute nightmare. I know Dom has had a lot of flat sides here as well. I know so many people have had so many bad fails here, for whatever reason. So it's kind of just low on the list. As I said, I don't really mind the floors. It is also, it's not as dry, but it's still a little dry. Now we're going to fly up to one of the floors like the floor I had most fails on. And here's floor 8. This was easily for me the hardest floor in the whole tower. For multiple reasons at that. Firstly, this floor is just so punishing. If you can't catch yourself on an outside, you're down to floor 1 straight away, mate. It's just like that. All your progress, or you have loads of button progress though, which is why it's not as bad. No matter how much I failed on this, I do somewhat like this floor. I think it has quite a lot added to it, especially just to try and make it better. In fact, I never actually fell onto 8. I always fell past 8 if I did fall. Oh, but that's because it's like 8 for you. I had so many awful flat sides on this floor though. Like if I get over to here, but movement here is so slow actually. Like here with the 4x speed right here. Sometimes this platform would not let me jump, so it'd end up me going, and then I just fall down because I wouldn't be able to jump forward, which would then force me to fall. So I think if I fell here, where would I fall? Like I'd have to like land on 5 outside 2, and if not, whee, down to 1. This is why 8's a lot lower on the list than it should be. Next, I'm gonna go with floor 1. I know floor 2 right now. Loads of people don't really like floor 2. I don't mind floor 2. I found it really as well. Floor 1's a nice start to that. How it's nice, calm. It's a good floor. I loop failed this so much on my first time playing, so I can't really hold it against any other floor in the tower. Well, but it's not that good, and it introduces you to probably the worst mechanic in this whole tower, if I'm being quite honest. This thing. I despise these things, because, like, as well as, like that reason there. But yeah, I've had too many fails, too many flat sides from this thing. I don't like that thing at all. One of the main offenders being on floor 8, which is why it's lower than floor 1. Well, this one's actually kind of bearable. Speaking of bearable, we go to floor 2 now, which will also go off the first half of the tower rating. The inside definitely is, I quite like the inside. It's quite fun, it's quick, short, love it. The outside is where it gets quite a few points though. The outside introduces us to the 4x speed platform. Something that is quite important in this tower. And also has some fun parts this outside, like this little bit is not the best, but I think that's quite cool. And it introduces us to a little mechanic here where we have to restore our speed midway through, which is right there. The reason it's higher than any other floor, like I would put this below 1 personally, but the reason it's higher is because of my personal experiences, so it is quite biased. I saved myself plenty full of times over here, somewhere, just somewhere here, and I am so happy I did. So it's just higher on this because of that, which I'm very, very happy with. Alright, that's the first half. And 4 of those towers were in the first half, so that just proves how good the bottom half is. Now, I'm going to go to floor 7 now. Floor 7, to me, is quite the floor. I know it reminds some people of Tower of Tea Time, floor 2. No, 6. Floor 6. Even. I don't mind the challenges. I think they're quite cool. The main reason it's gone higher on this list is the music is just so good. Like, if I just hover over, if anyone wants to listen, Persona 4 Golden Shadow World. It is such a good song for this floor, especially. I love it so much. It's like, I would, after this video, just go in, have my friends on call, and just be listening to this song. It is amazing. To the bone. Right. We are down to our final 4 floors. Floor 9, floor 10, floor 5, and floor 6. Which is where floor 5 is. I think floor 5 has some kind of value to it. Because it has the dropper. And it has 2 pre-fun outsides. So it has some value to it compared to other floors like floor 4. But the main reason it is this low though, well, it's this high even, because this is pretty high, helps for the second outside. I quite like the second outside. And this button. Dangerous explosive. Flashbang as an explosion, which I have it muted. And we get to outside. This outside is the last thing you have to deal with before you reach floor 6. And I had a few fails there, but it's quite easy once you get the hang of it. I quite like it in the end of everything. Then, and that's the bottom half of the tower done. We have floor 6, floor 9, and floor 10. Floor 9, I'm going to put at 3rd place. A very worthy position for anything in this tower, especially. Floor 9 is like the position you kind of want to go to. Or 3rd is kind of this is on the podium. I quite like how floor 9 has some inside sections after everything you've dealt with. It's a nice calm before the storm, also known as floor 10. It's got some tricky outsides here and there, but it's not the worst thing of it, and you can easily save yourself on 8 in some sections. And I got flat-sided. Yippee! I think it also has like pretty good music for the floor as well, which is gonna well save about floors 6 and 10. But before we go to there, my main goal right now is 50 subscribers. So if you're enjoying my content, please feel free to subscribe. You don't have to if you don't need to. Only do it though if you're actually enjoying it. I don't want anyone to subscribe because they know me or subscribe because they like my personality. Just subscribe because you're enjoying the content, not because of anything else. Ah, my nose. Okay, cool. I actually have to go outside. Fun. But we're now left with 2 more floors. Floor 10 and floor 6. And I am going to give 2nd place to floor 6. I enjoyed floor 10. Floor 10 is absolutely amazing, but floor 6 is the 2nd place here. And I kind of muddle my words around, but I don't forget. Floor 6 is absolutely amazing. Is a great floor, first floor for the second half of everything. I love this floor a lot. It was always going to be down to floor 6 and floor 10 for me. The independence of where I was going. Oh, cool. What's this? I didn't see it. Saw this before. There's nothing cool. But yeah, it was always going to be down to these 2 floors because I quite love these speedrun sections. And after actually beating the tower, floor 10 kind of won me over for best floor of the tower. Which is where floor 6 is. Floor 6 has great music for the floor though, if I'm being honest. There's a nice little calm bit here as we go from the floor 6 to the next floor. And I'm not going to say the next floor for the sole reason of the meme. But just so I can actually go try and play floor 10, I need to head quickly back to floor 9. But as stated, floor 10 be our winner. Floor 10 for me, no matter how much I went through, was the best floor of this tower. And I love this like 10x speed section that brings us to the floor. You jump, and here's floor 10. You have open gate, which I always press first, and I press skip dialogue because I have been here multiple times. I actually didn't press skip dialogue the first time I got here in practice because I practiced 8, 9, and 10 quite a lot. So I wanted to do dialogue, but I kind of knew it after that. And floor 10's like final floor, as a final floor, has good music for being a final floor, to be fair. I think it fits quite well in. I'm going to see if I will humiliate myself again by absolutely fumbling 10. So, let's find out. So either way, I'm going to die at the win pads. It doesn't really matter if I fail. But one thing, for anyone who's actually grinding TOSRT to note, if you fail 10 at any point, it's a safety net. Except, as you see, there's a 200-second timer. And the final one, after 130 seconds have passed, and I fumbled, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to go VM to the win pad, hold on, not at the end. But after, actually I'll do the final part. But after 130 seconds have passed, the net below you will be gone. And you will have to finish the tower with the final 70 seconds unnetted. If you fall once it's unnetted, you go to floor 8. And you must redo floor 8 and 9. And all of 10 again. Then, afterwards, what even just happened there? Excuse me, that's not supposed to happen, and I'm gonna just flashbang my viewers. Fun. Can I just get out? Gee, I am sorry about that, guys. I am so sorry about that. I didn't even know what was gonna happen. But overall, and also if you run out of time, you go back to floor 8. It's not the most punishing floor. I think it is a great floor though. I love floor 10. But that is my personal views on TOSRT. Also, it's my first soul crushing. It's definitely going to be a video. It's not going to be the best video. I know anyone who doesn't care about ETOH won't watch this. But for anyone who has actually just watched all the way to the end, I thank you a lot, because this has been a very boring video. But I have wanted to make a video for this since Tuesday, which is when I made a post on it. So, I thank you for your patience on videos. I know I said I'd try and make something during the time I had off. But, obviously time got better with me. If you look at my post tab, or my community tab, whatever it's called, post I think, you will see like 2 photos of the win room, which is pretty cool. But I'm going to jump into this big kill brick, so I use vertical mobility to end off the video. I have no idea when I'm next going to upload, as I said. My video upload schedule is very unpredictable, but that's kind of what makes it fun. But I will see you guys in the next video. Whatever the hell that is. Goodbye. It's not right. Okay, I forgot about that part. Okay, goodbye guys.